My practice is speculating Black futures by looking at contemporary context through looking at former Black art movements and the former Black political movements and the art that documented that future. So I'm using my art to speculate Black futures, to jumpstart Black imaginations, to imagine ourselves in a space where what I like to say, white supremacy and racism have unfairly allowed us not to imagine. So I do this through a means of digital collage. So I find inspiration on the internet. Sometimes I'll find a photo and I'm like, I want to draw into that photo. And I will take that photo and I will recontextualize that photo, or I'll take a piece of a photo and I will recontextualize it and I will draw into it. And I'll create a narrative based on the inspiration of that photo. So one of the bodies of work that I'm dealing with is looking at, can I, as a Black artist, make art that is non-political? Can I make art for art's sake? Because of the way I think, because of the way that the art guides me, because of my entry into art, I find it impossible for me to do that. I'm constantly challenging myself to think about art in that way, to push the boundaries of art. I use a lot of Pan-African themes in my work, so you'll see a lot of red, black, green, and yellow. You will also see motifs of outer space, other galaxies. You will see surrealism in my work. You even see in my Afrofuturism work a shout out to David Bowie. But it all converses in this particular way to think about speculating Black futures. And one of the things I'm looking at is the politics of Black futures, right? So my work really politically does very much the same thing. It converses on that level where I center Black people almost 100% of the time, but the way that I center us is through ideas of traveling into our mind first, because I believe that the first thing that we have to do before we build a liberated Black future is to decolonize our Black imagination. But I believe that anybody can look at my work and bring an interpretation to it. So what it means to me to be exhibiting at Buffalo Art Studio again is I get to come home. Buffalo is home for me. I am home, and the best, smartest, brightest, most exciting art community that I've ever been a part of. And that might sound really cheesy, but I really do mean that 100%. That is not me gassing the community. This is very true for me. I'm home, and Buffalo Art Studios is the place where I actually built a practice that I'm still experimenting with. So I can't rave about that enough. Like the Buffalo Arts community actually helped found my practice, and Buffalo Art Studios is a particular type of place that I call home.